Hello and welcome to another daily market update by Market Intel. Today I want to share with you an update on the Litecoin chart. LTC is the ticker and Litecoin has rallied quite nicely in the last few days. Over the last week or so, like many other cryptocurrencies, we had a setup. This setup is playing out right now, so we want to take a look at the chart. Let's go. So yeah, we are currently on our website, dailymarketupdate.com. You can register completely for free on this website. The link is in the description, and then you can get access to all of our Elliott Wave updates completely for free. We also have a new Instagram channel right now. It's called The Market Intel. You can find the link in the description. Follow it as well for additional updates. Now today we want to take a look here at the cryptocurrencies section, and we click on the Litecoin chart and we select the larger time frame first. Okay. So I think what is important to understand here on this chart is that on the larger time frame, as long as we're holding above that red line, the $22 level, the overall upside focus remains intact. Please note this is the larger time frame, the bigger picture. So there are certain levels that need to be broken, like 296 and 400, like the $400 area, right? And then we can get to $823 plus as a long-term target, but that is really long-term. It's more like a mathematical projection at the moment, and what we need to see on the smaller time frame are confirmations that we actually get there. We don't really have a lot of them at the moment. We are still far away even from the first signal line here on the larger time frame, but this gives you an idea where long-term, things could go to. What could be like a reasonable long-term projection. It is clearly on the chart. So I would say let us take a look at the smaller time frame, because here we've had this this reaction to our trading area. So what you see on the chart here is a so-called 1-2-1-2 setup. Now you see here that in April we had a significant swing low labeled magenta wave 2. That is basically a corrective pullback after an upside impulse. I remember in my last video update we already talked about this upside impulse which topped here in magenta wave 1, and then we had a clear 3-wave corrective pullback, and then we wanted to wait for another micro 5-wave move up to give you another trading area. That trading area, I can't remember what exactly the values were, but it's still here on the chart, but it's now grayed out because the price did what it needed to do. It moved correctively to the downside, it pulled back, formed the higher low, reacted to that standard Fibonacci zone, and we're now on our way higher. What is important to understand is that we are likely now on our way higher in a third wave, because what we're tracking here, as I said, is a 1-2-1-2 setup, which means that after the April low we had another 5-wave move up in orange waves 1 to 5, and then this corrective pullback, which is labeled again wave 2. It was a corrective pullback, and we could now be in the process, in the early stages of the third wave. Please note that blue wave 3 should also be a 5-wave move, so should be an upside impulse and should be quite aggressive. So to validate this wave count further, we want the price to get above this May swing high. So we need to see a little bit more upside momentum, and that would be a good confirmation to get a break above that blue wave 1 high. And then please note that the next move up should be quite aggressive actually, because if this really is a third wave, and to validate this wave count, I would really love to see now an increase in upside momentum. Sometimes these movements are nearly vertical. I mean, one of the charts that is moving quite impulsively is, for example, XLM at the moment. That's moving up quite strongly. Maybe Litecoin will do something similar in the short term, and then obviously a break above this larger degree wave 1 high would even further validate it. So basically what we're watching for is now this 5-wave move to the upside, which could play out over the coming weeks and months. I mean, the condition is now that we're holding above the June low labeled blue wave 2, because if the third wave has really started, then it would be an invalidation of the pattern if the price breaks below that wave 2 low, if the price breaks below the June low, because we're currently tracking this as an upside impulse, and an impulse will be invalidated if the price basically breaks below the beginning of the third wave, because it would be against that concept of progress, what we normally want to see in an impulse. That should give you everything, should give you all the levels, should give you the structure, and the setup played out. I mean, I always always recommend using the setups when they are there. If you really use them or not depends also on your trading skills, of course, and your way of trading, but at least we can give you the structure and can tell you the levels where the price should likely turn around. So that's the update on Litecoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure to register on the website. Again, the link is in the description. And also let me know in the comments which other cryptocurrencies or maybe even stocks you want me to cover in future videos. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.